Long, we're focusing on issues impacting renters. And after Connecticut's eviction moratoriums expired last year, courts saw a flood of eviction filings.
Tonight, our Renters' Rights series is focusing on the basic necessity of keeping a roof over your head. Our chief investigative reporter, Matthew Campbell's exploring the options people have when they're facing eviction.
The owner says he's closing up due to COVID.
Like so many, Lucasita Lugo lost her job in March 2020 when the pandemic hit.
Applied for unemployment, and that took maybe 3-4 months.
The call center worker couldn't make ends meet and had an honest conversation with her Hartford landlord.
I spoke to my landlord, made agreements with him a couple of times.
The agreement was to pay what she could when she could.
Whatever money I came across, I go to the office and put it towards my rent.
She was blindsided when she was served an eviction notice last November.
I got scared, and he's like, "I'm here to take your stuff out." I'm like, "Take my stuff out? What you mean?"
Even though Lugo felt she had an understanding with her landlord, it didn't spare her from facing eviction.
Tenants are, they want to pay their rent. They're doing everything they can to pay their rent. They're applying for programs. And still, the landlord is filing the eviction papers.
Attorney Kelsey Bannon says that scenario is playing out all over Connecticut.
I didn't know where to turn.
Lugo was very close to being homeless, and that's a scary thought, but there are several avenues renters can take to keep a roof over their heads. We're going to show you how Lugo did it. Through Greater Hartford Legal Aid, she connected with Attorney Bannon, a fair housing lawyer.
I don't like to ask for help. I like to do it all on my own. But sometimes there are situations that you cannot.
Bannon services were provided for free, and Lugo's case did go to court. Bannon filed papers asking the court to stop the marshal from returning to evict Lugo until she could present a defense.
Once the case was opened, we were able to negotiate with the landlord. We found some defenses that were helpful to Ms. Lugo that encouraged the landlord to participate in the rental assistance program.
Attorney Bannon got the court to press pause on the eviction while Lugo worked on getting financial help. Lugo went to Unite CT, which was providing up to $15,000 for families impacted by the pandemic. Just last week, they stopped taking applications. Experts suggest renters can now turn to Community Renewal Team and the Salvation Army for financial help.
They saved me from eviction.
Attorney Bannon helped stop the eviction, and the financial assistance got Lugo back on her feet.
With the program, they paid all my arrearage, and they also gave me an amount of like 3 more months to help me get back on my feet.
And you may be at home thinking, well, I can't afford a lawyer. That's not the case, especially now. Less than a month ago, Connecticut implemented the Right to Counsel law. It gives tenants access to free legal counsel in eviction cases. And we're going to go in depth on that on Friday. But in the meantime, if you'd like to learn more, we do have the link up right now on the Channel 3 app. Also, tonight at 6:35, we're getting interactive. Do you have eviction questions? We have experts standing by live to answer them. I'm going to be hosting that on Facebook Live right after our broadcast. For now, live here in studio, Matthew Campbell, Channel 3 News.